Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe if you're interested. Hey, we are going to do a random ranking, and the type of random ranking we're going to do is where I just pick 3 movies that are next to each other from my collection, which is not in any sort of order. We're going to do that because it is so late. It's almost midnight, and I am so tired. I I hope I can. Actually, I'm not going to do any editing. This is going to be a one take, but I hope I can get through making the thumbnail without falling asleep. So, here we go. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3 movies next to each other. I guess we should make sure I haven't ranked these recently. No, I have not. Okay, so maybe I've done one of them, but it'll be fine. All right, first we will do Get Out. This was like Jordan Peele's, like I guess I don't know. Did he direct Keanu? I can't remember. But anyway, when we think of like the stuff that he does now, this was the first, and I think this was great. And actually, this was nominated for Best Picture. And honestly, I feel like now retrospectively, retro thinking upon it today, I think maybe it should have won. At the time, I was like, nah, I don't think so. I think something else should have won. I couldn't remember what now I was rooting for at the time, but now I think it would have been a good Best Picture winner. Okay, next we have the first Halloween movie by Rob Zombie. This is Rob Zombie's. I actually haven't seen the second one. And, you know, I think this was okay to an extent, but I think I prefer the original. I don't know. I think for a time I actually was into this, but I think maybe I just need to rewatch it, but I feel like I'm losing interest in it as time passes. Maybe just like too much distance, and it's just like, you know, still a remake. It's cool that it's Rob Zombies, but I don't know. I think my interest level in it is dropping. But I still do want to see the second one because I think a lot of people like the second one, or the types of people that do like it. I guess I'm interested in learning why, because it seems like something that I could enjoy as well, when I'm hearing the way people talk about it. But yeah, I guess all of that to say, with this one, I'm sort of losing interest in it as time goes on, but I should rewatch it soon. Okay, so I must have picked from my horror section, because we had, you know, Get Out, Halloween, the Rob Zombie one, and we also have Ernest Scared Stupid. Hello. I saw this in the theater, and this movie, well, I don't even know if I should talk about this. This isn't like relevant to this movie, but I saw this in the theater, and I was waiting in line in the concession stand with the kid I was seeing it with. So it was my mom was taking me, my sister, and this other kid. It was like one of her work friends' sons. So went to the theater, and he points out to me a poster for the movie Hook, and I didn't know anything about it, and he was telling me about it, that it was like when Peter Pan grows up, and I was like, oh. And then eventually I'd go and see that movie with my mom, and then Hook would become my favorite movie of all time. So I think it's cool that this movie, Ernest Scared Stupid, is what sort of gave me the first glimpse of what would eventually become my favorite movie of all time. But I really do love Ernest Scared Stupid, and I think it's probably my favorite Ernest film. Ernest Goes to Camp is really good also, and that was the first one I was introduced to. But I don't know, this one is like a champion. This one is so good. I like the creature effects, the makeup effects, the troll effects, like all of that, like all um, the artistry there is just so good. Plus Eartha Kitt is in it. Yeah, I don't know. I think this one is my favorite of the Ernest films. So how are we gonna rank these? I think this one's pretty easy for me. I'm gonna go Ernest Scared Stupid, then I'm going to go with Get Out, and then I'm going to end it with Rob Zombie's Halloween, which I would like to give a rewatch. Actually, I'd like to give all of these a rewatch. And actually, Get Out, I'll tell you when I sort of made that flip when I was like, you know what, maybe it should have won Best Picture. And maybe this isn't a good thing because, you know, if you watch a movie, you watch just the movie. But I was listening to commentary, watching all the special features, and doing all of that, and I was like, man, you know, this movie's even better than I thought it was. And it just like made me love it so much more. So yeah, but it didn't make me love it more than Ernest Scared Stupid. So that is number one. Ernest Scared Stupid, followed by Get Out, and then Rob Zombie's Halloween. So my question to you is: have you seen these movies? These three right here? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.